38. Dear Kiddo, take my hand into darkness. Mom and her fake accents. There was something about Mom that I hadn't really noticed before. Something I should have clocked as a major red flag. But, as I say, I had never been in a long-term relationship with a sociopath before, so I let it slide. Rookie mistake. We were at a restaurant, again, on my dime, because of course. And Mom was engaging in her favorite extracurricular activity, flirting with a random guy she would never see again. It was like she was auditioning for a role she would never get, the mysterious and sophisticated woman of the world. Except the only thing mysterious was how she thought this was working. The truth is, Mom is not particularly sophisticated. She just plays sophisticated the way a toddler plays doctor, confidently, but with zero qualifications. Her version of worldly was a bizarre mix of fake accents, weird pronunciation, and completely unnecessary European flourishes that had no place in our very American, very not French lives. Take, for example, the time we were at a coffee shop, and she was flirting with some guy, because of course she was. He asked where we were from. Now, we were from Santa Fe, which is not particularly exotic, but it is one of the oldest cities in the U.S., and our family had been there for literal centuries. But Mom, in her infinite wisdom, decided to French it up. She took a dramatic sip of her cappuccino, leaned in just slightly, and purred, "Oh, we are from Santa Fe." I swear to God, I could feel my ancestors collectively facepalm. I wanted to slide under the table and hide with the discarded sugar packets. We had never pronounced it that way. No one pronounces it that way. She was saying it like some overzealous high school French teacher on day one of class. Even the guy she was trying to impress looked momentarily confused, as if he was trying to remember whether he had accidentally asked her what region of Provence she hailed from. But oh no, it didn't stop there. Mom also had a little hobby I like to call the great butchering of European cuisine and culture. Anytime we were at a restaurant, she would take it upon herself to pronounce things with the kind of confidence that would have made an actual French or Italian person spontaneously combust. She'd order a bottle of wine, and instead of just reading it normally like the rest of us peasants, she'd put on an accent that came from nowhere. And it was always wrong. Oui. I'll have the Chateau Margaux. Ah, yes, let's get the burrata. The waiter, to his credit, would simply blink, correct her with the most Americanized pronunciation possible, and move on. Oh, the Chateau Margaux, sure thing. Yes, that's one burrata coming up. She never learned. She just kept going, convinced that at some point, someone would look at her and say, "My God, are you secretly European royalty?" Instead, what she got was a lot of polite nods and servers subtly rolling their eyes as they walked away. But the worst part? She was utterly unfazed. Mom has a talent, a true gift, for ignoring humiliation in real time. The rest of us would die a little inside if a server corrected us in front of an entire table, but not Mom. She would simply sip her Santa Fe espresso, bask in the glow of her own nonsense, and carry on. It was at that moment that I realized something profound. Mom is always performing, always playing a role. She's not a sophisticated world traveler. She's not a fluent French speaker. She's just a woman who watched under the Tuscan sun one too many times and thought, yeah, I can pull that off. And honestly, I almost had to respect the commitment. Almost.